Hey guys, it's Bitcoin Schmitcoin here with another update for Bitcoin Magazine's video analysis. We'll be starting on the monthly time frame, working down to the weekly, the daily, and taking a quick peek at the 4-hour time frame as it's become increasingly volatile over the last few days and couple of weeks. One thing I want to point out on the monthly time frame as we draw toward the monthly close the next few days is this swing high that we see outlined here. And as we zoom into the lower time frames, keep an eye out for this level because we are currently being hung up on it on the monthly candle. When we look at the weekly time frame, we get a little bit more detail. We can see very similarly to the monthly time frame, the prior weekly close here got hung up on the swing high from the monthly time frame, and now it is currently serving as resistance on our current weekly candle. Obviously, the weekly candle just opened last night, so take that with a grain of salt, but that is the immediate level we want to be seeing overcome as we zoom into the lower time frames. Looking at the daily, we get a little bit more detail further. We can start to see, though, that the more we zoom in, the choppier this little range starts to look. And although we're seeing, consolidating volume over the last few weeks, the volatility has just been kind of all over the place, and we're starting to become sandwiched between multiple levels. The pressure is building, and one of the two is going to give out, either the bulls or the bears. Right now, this daily candle is not looking the best. We see this gigantic wick into overhanging resistance, and it immediately got shot back down. As of the time of this video, we still have a few hours until the daily candle closes, but for the time being, it's showing a very high effort and very little result, which is often a sign of bullish exhaustion. And as we look at the 4-hour time frame, we can see a little bit more of what took place. So we see a really nice trading range developing here, very high volume that spiked into this overhanging resistance, but it got slapped down pretty quickly. It took out a couple of highs, retested a couple of lows here, and ultimately it got rejected on the 4-hour time frame. Although the rejection was pretty swift, we do see tight bars, which is hopeful if you're a bull. But, we're not sitting anywhere near any major support. If you want to look at like the next level of support for the 4-hour time frame, it's about 10,150. But if you're looking at the macro level, maybe something like the daily next level of support, you can argue that this 10,100 is support, but really the next major level of support is going to be 10,000. If we come back down and retest this zone, we'll have to take a deeper look. But if this zone fails to be support, well, then the next logical zone of support is nowhere to be found all the way down until we hit 9,600. So things could get pretty ugly if the bulls don't step in here. Like I said, the daily candle is still developing. We're still within a very well-defined trading range with clear lows, clear highs. Volume is consolidating, and the highest volume we see is on this this breakout bullish bar. But the one thing we really don't like about this bullish bar, though, is that it took out this swing high, retested the swing low, and supply surfaced. So it's entirely possible that before we see any more bullish effort, we come back down here and at minimum retest this. Like I said, if you're looking at the 4-hour time frame, the immediate level of support is going to be this 10,150 level. But really, I think given how low the volume is because of the consolidation over the last few weeks, and we look at how choppy the lower time frames are, it's really best, in my opinion, to be looking at these, the daily time frames, the weekly time frames, to get some insight. And so far, we are making higher lows, which is good. We just need a little bit more effort from the bulls to pop us over this high, because right now supply is dominating this little time frame, this lower time frame trading range. And if we come back down here and retest this this support. We definitely want to see bulls step in, because if they don't, then we'll be coming back down here and retesting this $9,600 level. So keep an eye out for this interaction at 10,000 if we make it back down that low. Obviously, like I said a couple of times, the 4-hour time frame has us testing the $10,150 level. And so far, supply is dominating the market. So it seems more likely than not that we're going to come down here and retest this support before any bulls gather any sort of confidence in the market.